And last season, they made it to the postseason. They are without Karl-Anthony Towns, right calf injury. Last played November 28th in Washington. They gave up a lot, so the expectations are extremely high.
Well, we haven't seen him and Karl-Anthony Towns together a whole lot.
No. Banked in by Jakob Poeltl. I'm not even going to ask you how your bracket is doing.
No.
I think everybody's...
It's a disaster like everyone else's.
Yeah. Here's a little this and a little that. And now you see me, now you don't. Little show and go with a scoop shot. Conley. Here's McDaniels. Pass underneath Anderson, Gobert, and a foul, or three officials. Back on January the 19th, Raptors lost in Minnesota. The three doesn't go. Batted out by Poeltl by 2 points, 128-126. Pascal with a three. That's too strong.
Well, not necessarily the start the Raptors have wanted so far here. But VanVleet.
VanVleet connects.
Getting it done, tying it up.
And 35 against Denver, made 8 threes on Thursday against Oklahoma City, made 3 threes.
Offense changes. They're running a lot more stuff with VanVleet and him involved. Mid-screen and roll, just like you're seeing here. And now Siakam playing off the ball. Beautiful play there.
Poeltl lays it up and in as VanVleet finds it.
As well as Gary Trent Jr. getting the act. That really makes you that much more powerful.
Coming out of the timeout, both teams 5 of 9, and there's VanVleet. Raptors now 6 for 10.
A lot of people sitting around in tweed jackets making a lot of money.
Here's VanVleet. The three! Knocks it down from Wasaga Beach.
We talked about this earlier. Minnesota, high, fast pace of play. Count it, VanVleet.
So VanVleet finding his comfort zone for sure. People concerned about their ability to score. Trent Jr. off the turnover to Fred. Too strong. The bench, the rotation for Chris Finch, given the fact that they played double overtime last night.
Tough loss for Memphis yesterday.
OG knocks it down. It's Tigers, Penny Hardaway, their NBA great. He's looking up and down the roster of the Raptors, and you look at Malachi Flynn, San Diego State.
Malachi was all fired up before the game.
Talking to him. Here's
the Aztecs.
Fred operating again. VanVleet, the three, and it doesn't go off the mark. That does it. Fred VanVleet has nearly half of the Raptors' points in the first quarter. Get it back into the hands of Fred VanVleet. A high screen, open shot, Fred, bucket.
He's been absolutely brilliant tonight. It's going to be chilly out there, so I got to...
You'll march at noon, so for have a 3-hour breakfast. Hopefully you'll get there by noon. Then you add in the extra year of eligibility that is given to players. There's a couple more years of that because of COVID. Fred VanVleet knocks it down from Bath, Ontario.
Well coached, and you mentioned it. They've hung in there without Big Cat.
Speaking of the NCAA tournament, Fred VanVleet, it's just something about March and Fred. Tuesday with a face-off against the Islanders in New York. Puck drops at 7 Eastern on TSN in the Leafs region. Great to see McDaniels. Shot doesn't go. Here's Pascal. Siakam into the front court. Minnesota gets back in transition, trailing with the three. VanVleet.
Good to see him able to stay on the court.
VanVleet, and he wanted a foul call, doesn't get it. Put up 49 in that opening quarter. You see Sacramento right now early on losing to Washington. And there's Fred operating on the inside and make their way down the stretch.
And here's another factor, Matt, as well. Matchups.
Poeltl's second chance opportunity. Poeltl tied for third in the NBA in offensive rebounds, and Fred and unable to come away with it. VanVleet gets by Prince in the paint on a kick out. Trent Jr. McLaughlin flies by, knocks it down.
For the Wolves, answer the hammer from Reed. Fred VanVleet inside, the layup. Reed clears it.
Obviously, Edwards, who's sitting out tonight.
Raptors down 3. Gary to tie it, and he does.
Clean look. Nice pitch ahead that time by VanVleet. 5th assist.
Raptors need something from this bench. And turnover. Numbers the other way. And Reed loses it. Boucher sends it ahead to Pascal. Siakam now. And Walker spots up. 3 doesn't go.
Good pitch right here. You got numbers.
Fred driving. Gets bumped by Anderson. Loses it. 10th turnover for Toronto. Anderson up at the rim. Shot off, however, doesn't go. Anderson with it. Reed with an up fake. Reed's going to take a 3. Doesn't go. And VanVleet goes.
On 17 shots and 5 assists as well. Dad did a great job there. He'd been at Xavier, Ohio, and then over to the Ohio State Buckeyes. And
we head to the 5:15 mark, and McDaniels is fouled in the act of shooting. That's going to be the 3rd on VanVleet. That is winning the bubble in Tampa against the Timberwolves. VanVleet trying to shake free. Shot clock down, spinning over Conley. Wow. Against Denver. Impressive stuff. Here's Reed, has it knocked away. He wanted a call. Siakam. Impressive stuff. Here's Reed, has it knocked away. He wanted a call. Siakam right to the bucket with the left hand.
he's been in there. He's in the middle of everything.
Raptors, their bench, produced 21 points, 16 of them by Gary Trent Jr. Jakob right at the rim.
Immensely, and this entire team. You add number 19, he makes a big difference. Impact.
Here's Pascal Siakam. Trent Jr. lines it up.